Hello everybody. Today I'm in the stunningly beautiful village of Matching Green here in Essex, which is not far really from the urban sprawl of Harlow. And today I'm going to take a walk not just around this village, but there are other villages called Matching Tye and Matching itself. Another beautiful little hamlets all dotted around. I'm on my own today. Sylvie's got other plans for the day, which is fortunate because it means I don't have to share my beer at the end of the walk. But I've got to tell you, if I was fortunate enough to be able to pick where I wanted to live, this would be it. Anyway, we'll take a walk around the village and I'll show you what I mean. Matching Green lies about 4 miles east of the town of Harlow, and the village green here is the largest in Essex, and the village also has many fine period houses. There used to be 6 public houses in Matching Green. Sadly now there remains only one, the Chequers. One notable resident of the village was the artist Augustus John, who lived in this house next door to the Chequers pub. Apparently some of the village residents didn't like his presence in the village because he often used to paint nude women. During the war, Matching Green became home to an American air base known as RAF Matching. I'm beginning my walk from the village green and heading west towards the neighbouring village of Matching Tye. After almost 1.5 miles, I arrive in the village of Matching Tye. There are a few old characterful buildings around the village green, and it's here I stop for a snack and a map check to plan the next leg of my journey. You may be interested to learn that the actor and comedian Rick Mail was born in this village. He died in 2014. After a short rest, I set off again. I head west out of the village on the Harlow Road. But as I come to the edge of the village, I take a slight detour into the adjoining hamlet of Housham Tye, which is home to many Grade 2 listed buildings. A half a mile on and I rejoin the Harlow Road and continue walking west. But I only walk about 100 yards before I turn right into the entrance of Housham Hall Farm. Housham Hall is a Grade 2 listed building, which originally dates back to the mid-16th century. The footpath here isn't currently signposted, and so I had to be redirected through a meadow to get back on the right path. I now head across country towards my next destination, Newman's End. The journey took me past an enormous barren field, which gave me the impression that I'd been transported out to the Middle East. Feels like I'm out in the Sahara here. After eventually emerging from this jungle-like footpath, I can eventually see Newman's End. As I walk through Newman's End, I pass this charming and delightful old building beside this pond. This is Parsonage Farm. The path here takes me about half a mile across 2 fields, and I can see my destination in the distance. I eventually arrive in the village of Matching. The village apparently got its name from the Saxon tribe, the Macha, and they settled in a clearing or a pasture known as an ing, hence the name Matching. This lovely old building you see here by the church is known as the Wedding Feast Hall. It was built in the year 1480 as a place for young local brides to hold their wedding breakfasts. And although the tradition has passed down through the centuries, its last recorded use for such an event was back in 1936. It's currently used for church functions. Well, after I looked round the village, I set off on the last leg of my journey back towards Matching Green. Well, I finally made it back after about 6 hours of walking. I think I've done probably about 9 or 10 miles. It certainly feels like it. It's been quite a warm one today. Anyway, I've seen some lovely places today, and if you're ever thinking about doing any walks in Essex, I would thoroughly recommend this one. It's really nice. Word of warning though, the pub here behind me, the Checkers, is a tad on the expensive side. You know, it's one of those places, if 2 or 3 of you go in there, you buy a half pint and you share it. Anyway, talking of beer, I'm going to go home and have one. I might even have one for Sylvie as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. See you next time.